Hello. Thanks for agreeing to set up this interview. As you know, we only have a short amount of time, so let's go ahead and get started right away.
Sounds good.
Now, I know that you've been involved in some work on community issues.
Yep.
Can you tell me what attracted you to the community issue that you chose at the beginning of the semester?
Yeah, absolutely. So the community issue that I chose at the beginning of the semester was the overpopulation of dogs and too many dogs in shelters. The main reason why I chose this is because I have a heart for dogs, a huge heart for dogs. I fostered dogs all the way through high school, and I'm now a volunteer at a local shelter here in Fargo. So I really know what these dogs have to go through mentally and physically, and it's not good. They get so anxious and stressed from being in these shelter situations and things like that. So that's why I chose that community issue, was for the dogs, for their sake. It's not good for them to sit in kennels for their whole life or for a few years or even for a few months. It's not good for them. And I really care about these dogs and what they have to go through. That was my community issue, and I really wanted to do something. I wanted to inform people, to help people realize that this is a big issue. So that's the main reason why I chose the community issue I did.
Okay, thank you. Now, your materials also said that you were involved in a community issue team project that focused on a call to action. Can you share with me what call to action your team put forward and why you chose that call to action?
Yeah, so we actually used my community issue, the dog one, for our call to action. And we used the slogan Adopt Don't Shop, which is very common, but it really relays a strong message. And I think the reason we chose my community issue is because a lot of people like dogs, a lot of people have a heart for dogs. So it was a good issue that we chose. Adopt Don't Shop is a clear, straight message, and people really need to get into it because there are so many dogs sitting in these shelters and so many dogs that need homes when there's shops and breeders that are putting more dogs out. They don't We need to inform people. We really need to show people that there are dogs out there that need them. That we don't need to go to a breeder to buy a perfect puppy. There's plenty of perfect dogs out there. So I think that's why we chose that and why we all kind of were interested in that topic. So it worked out for all of us.
I see. Now, if I were to ask the other members of your team what they think your biggest strength is, what do you think they would say, and why do you think they would say it?
Yeah, so personally, and I think this is what they would say as well, leadership is a big strength of mine. I kind of come into the room and it's just my personality to say, "Hey, what's going on? Let's get this started. Let's start this up." I really like being the leader and like listening to everyone's ideas and sharing my ideas and really getting down to the business and starting things and get going. And I think that's what they would say because I was the one emailing everyone, texting everyone, saying, "Hey, when are we gonna meet? Does this time work?" Kind of coordinating everyone. And then when we came in and we were working on it, I said, "Do you guys like this idea? What are your ideas? Do you like this? What do you like? Let's put it together." So, kind of the coordinator of everything, which I like doing, and I think everyone in a team really needs that. So, personally, I think that is what they would say.
Okay, great. What for you was the most challenging thing about working with your team?
So obviously we are all in college, all very, very busy. So I think getting together, finding time to work on our project was definitely the hardest. One of our group members was in a sport, so she could practice. The other two of us, of course, are busy with homework and other activities. So all of that definitely played a role in the time we could get together, when we could get together, how long we could get together. And that was a big challenge, actually, getting together to work on our project all together, not just singly working on it. We needed to get all our ideas together and put it all down on a computer or piece of paper to really figure out what we were doing. So that was definitely the biggest challenge for all of us.
Thank you. Okay, last question. In 30 seconds or so, tell me what your biggest takeaway was from Com 110 this semester. What will stick with you and be useful to you?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the biggest takeaway would be all the outlines that we wrote. I actually used the outlines we learned in Com 110 and applied it to the nursing application that I just did. So it definitely can be used in a small situation, in a big situation, and that's why I really liked it. And we worked on it so much, it's kind of like pounded into my head, which is great because I can use it in so many different situations. And it's really a tool that I learned from this class that'll work in so many different situations ahead in interviews and speeches and classroom settings and so many different settings. So that was definitely the biggest takeaway, and I'm grateful for that. So it worked out all. It worked out.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. We'll probably be in touch with you in the next few weeks or so. Take care.
Sounds good. Thank you.